I'm proud of you guys, okay?
Barbershop, afternoon. A clean and tidy barbershop. Everything seems to be in place. Glenn Shaw sweeps some hair on the floor until it piles up. Kneeling down, Glenn grabs a dustpan and pushes the contents inside. Upon rising, Glenn is startled by Sweeney Todd. Sweeney smiles from ear to ear.
Jeez. Boss, you really had me there for a second.
I'm sorry to have startled you, Glenn.
Sweeney walks along the neatly lined rows of shears, clippers, and other accessories.
Thanks again for opening this morning. I ran into a bit of trouble.
Not a problem. I learned from the best.
That you did.
Stopping at a glass mason jar, Sweeney reaches inside and removes a large pair of scissors.
Thinking of taking a little off the top there?
You're very funny, Glenn. Has anyone ever told you that?
Not really.
What a shame. Tell me, do you like working here?
Yeah, of course I do.
Because I believe that it's very important for a man to take pride in the work he does.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree with you more. Do you mind if I ask what the holdup was this morning?
Actually, I do. Thanks for asking.
You know I'm a team player, right, boss?
Oh, don't be silly, Glenn. Even a man with glass eyes could see your loyalty. Still, though, you have betrayed my trust, and for that you must pay.
I thought we were cool. You know, you said we were. You did.
She was my daughter. So innocent. Your poor decisions led to the end of her life. She was just a child after all.
I'm so sorry. Really, I am. But
As am I. But I won't stop until you and your friends have paid the price. You must understand me on that.
No, no, Christ, no, I don't want to die.
Oh, but death is not something to be feared. No. I personally feel that those who know it's coming should embrace it.
Sweeney raises the scissors and brings them down into Glenn's chest. A splattered rainbow of blood sprays across the mirror as Sweeney continues to stab Glenn repeatedly. Glenn's lifeless body falls to the floor as blood travels from his open wounds across the floor of the barbershop. Sweeney wipes some blood from his face, creating a horizontal smear of red. A smile forms across his face as the scissors fall to the ground. Flipping the sign from open to closed, Sweeney draws the shade on the window until it's completely lowered. Matilda's house, kitchen. Matilda Lovett removes a freshly baked pie from the oven. Steam flows effortlessly from the top of the dessert. After setting the pie down on the counter, 3 knocks come from the front door. Matilda rushes over and opens it. Sweeney nods and storms inside. Matilda shuts the door, looking Sweeney up and down.
Mrs. Lovett, I've had an accident at work.
Sweeney takes a seat at the table. Matilda follows, sitting across from him.
Tell me, do you have any club soda? I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that, Mrs. Lovett. Do you have any club soda?
I'm sure I do.
You do believe me, don't you?
Okay, now tell me what really happened.
Right. So you know that boy Glenn that works for me?
Oh yeah, sure. How could I forget? No way.
Oh, yes, way. I've got some of him on my shirt, and the rest is in my trunk.
Matilda becomes giddy as she hops to her feet. She waltzes over to the pie on the counter. Placing one finger on top, Matilda pulls her hand away almost immediately.
Let me guess, it's hot.
That's a good guess. Let me check with this finger. That Glenn boy was nothing but trouble.
Him and his degenerate friends.
Matilda places the pie perfectly in the middle of the table. She raises the knife in the air, stabbing the pie directly in the center. The knife remains upright, jutting out from the pie.
I can't believe he thought you'd actually forgive him.
Right. A damn fool is what he was.
Matilda fetches a couple of small serving plates. She puts one down before Sweeney and the other on her side of the table. After placing a slice of pie on each plate, Sweeney rubs his palms together and smiles.
And who are we having tonight?
This is some leftover Jim from last week.
Oh, is that so?
Sure is. You know, for a little guy, he made a lot of pies.
Swear, Mrs. Lovett, no one makes a meat pie like you do.
Oh, you're just saying that.
I have no reason to lie to you. Besides, we know that everyone in town can't get enough of your pie.
Well, if Glenn tastes half as good as he looks, I'd say I've got another winner on my hands.
Tell me, Mrs. Lovett, do you have any of those potato sacks still lying around?
Well, yeah, sure, but we still have to... You did that all by yourself?
Well, this certainly isn't my blood.
You're just the greatest. You know that?
So I've been told. Now, fetch me those sacks and I'll bring the car around back.
Roger that.
Matilda's house, rear entrance. Sweeney backs his car to the rear entrance of Matilda's house. Matilda hands him an empty sack of sweet as Sweeney tosses served limbs and more inside. Peeking around the corner, Officer Fido witnesses Sweeney and Matilda fiddling around with potato sacks. Officer Fido pulls away and leans into his cruiser through an open window.
Yeah, this is Officer Fido. I've been noticing some suspicious activity over at the Lovett residence. I'll let you know what I find out.
Officer Fido releases the radio as he continues to stare at Matilda's house. Barbershop, late afternoon. Sweeney removes a navy blue cape from Jensen Wallings. Catching his reflection in the mirror, Jensen rotates his head and smiles.
You said you were cutting it all off.
If I did that, you'd be the town cue ball. And that's my role.
Jensen hops up from the chair. He reaches into his pocket and removes a $20 bill.
The rest is for you.
Thanks, Jensen. Couldn't keep the lights on without you.
That's why I keep coming back. Till next time.
I'll see you in 3 months. Now, Jensen, you know I don't do refund.
Sweeney turns around to see Officer Fido standing before him. Officer Fido holds a badge out Sweeney's way.
Who are you? Why are you here? Speak up. Who are you? Why are you in my shop?
We're looking for a Glenn Shaw.
Well, I'm Sweeney Todd. Your name?
Officer Fido. I'm here on official police business.
Sure, you mentioned Glenn. I know Glenn.
Yeah, his mother called us. She was worried about him. He's been missing for a couple days.
Let's see. I wish I could be of more help, officer.
Well, she said this was the last place he was seen.
Well, officer, between you and I, Glenn didn't exactly leave here on the best of terms, if you catch my drift.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
We got into a bit of an argument, and he decided to go against the boss, and he lost. The last time I saw that poor boy, he was walking out that door in a fit of rage.
I see. And about what time was that?
It was about 4:30 on Tuesday, I believe.
Officer Fido looks around the establishment. He inspects some of the accessories that are placed around the mirrors. Sweeney swipes a pair of scissors and holds them behind his back. Officer Fido continues his thorough examination.
Is there anything else I can help you with? I was just about to close up shop here.
I think that'll do for the day.
Officer Fido hands Sweeney a business card.
If you think of anything else, don't hesitate to call.
Of course, Officer Fidel.
Fido.
Right. Got it.
Frustrated, Officer Fido shakes his head as he exits the shop. Sweeney follows close behind, drawing the shade shut and locking the door. With his back flat against the door, Sweeney takes a couple of deep breaths.
Nosy, no good pig.
Removing a phone from his pocket, Sweeney dials a series of numbers. He holds the phone to his ear as it begins to ring.
Lovett, we've got a bit of a problem.
Matilda's house, kitchen, evening. Sweeney paces back and forth through the kitchen. Matilda sits at the table, stroking her chin.
I'm going about this all wrong.
Never doubt yourself. We all know you have your reasons.
Cops just let them go. All of them. I had no choice but to take matters in my own hands.
Matilda stands up and walks over to Sweeney. She places a hand on his shoulder.
Our hands. Our own hands.
You're right. Our hands.
Sweeney bows his head as
We're-
Matilda shakes him by the arm.
We're not going to let him get away with this. You know that, right?
My little Veronica. Taken in an instant. Oh, but wait until they get a load of me.
They won't know what hit them.
Turning around, Sweeney locks eyes with Matilda. He places an open hand on the side of her face.
And after Erica passed away.
You don't need to say another word. This world has taken everything you have. I won't let them take anything else.
Sweeney and Matilda share a passionate kiss. Officer Fido watches through a window. He throws a cigarette to the ground, extinguishing it with a shoe. Local mart, afternoon. Matilda peruses the aisles of the local mart. A handbasket dangles from her forearm. Officer Fido watches her from a distance. He follows Matilda as she navigates the store. Once Matilda reaches the counter, she begins unloading the contents of her basket. Kayla Miner works the register. She scans each item as she smiles at Matilda.
Still making those delicious pies, Mrs. Lovett?
It's what I do best.
As Kayla bags the items, Officer Fido approaches.
Oh, hello there.
Well, pardon me, Miss,
Love it.
Officer Fido shows a picture of Glenn to Matilda.
I was wondering if you've seen this gentleman before.
Sorry, I don't think I have.
Really? He worked with your buddy, Sweeney.
Is that so?
Matilda finishes unloading the handbasket. She pulls a small wallet from within her purse. Kayla keeps her head down as she continues to scan items.
So, how long have you and Sweeney been friends?
I'm honestly not sure. It feels like it's been a lifetime.
And you don't recall seeing this gentleman at his shop?
Well, I might know Sweeney, but I don't keep tabs on everything he does. I have a business of my own to worry about.
That's right. You're the one who makes those delicious pies.
That would be me.
What's your secret? I mean, I've tried and tried, but nothing even comes close to your recipe.
Well, they don't call it secret for a reason.
Kayla smiles as Matilda hands her a small wad of cash. Officer Fido flashes a quick smile as he tucks the phone into his coat pocket.
I understand. Surely you can't blame one for asking.
Oh, of course not. I mean, my pies are to die for.
Officer Fido whips out a small business card. He hands it to Matilda.
If you hear anything.
I'll be sure to give you a call.
Officer Fido nods and takes his leave. Once he's out of the store, Matilda hands the card to Kayla.
Do you have a trash can back there?
Kayla takes the card and throws it into a nearby trash can. Matilda grabs her bag of groceries and heads out. Kayla shakes her head as she straightens out her immediate area. Kayla peers into the trash can, then removes Officer Fido's business card. She puts it in her pocket and smiles. Fleet Street. Matilda walks down the street, bags in hand. Every few steps, she looks over her shoulder. Turning back, Matilda walks smack dab into William Guillet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
You look familiar.
I get that a lot.
Yeah, I know you. You're the woman that makes those delicious meat pies.
That would be me.
What's the matter? Do I make you nervous?
No, not at all.
Well, that's good. Because the last thing I want to do is make anyone nervous.
Matilda's grip on the bags begin to loosen. One of the bags rips as the items go spilling out across the sidewalk.
Allow me.
Oh, that won't be necessary.
Please, I insist.
As William kneels down, Matilda tries to rush past him. William grabs Matilda forcefully by the forearm.
Where are you running to?
Let go. Let go of me.
Matilda steps on William's foot. He releases his grip, freeing Matilda as she runs down the street and around the corner.
You fucking bitch.
As he straightens himself out, William looks over to see Sweeney leaning in the doorway of his barbershop.
This weirdo again. Do I need to teach you another lesson?
Why don't we step inside my office and settle this like real men?
William balls his hands into fists as he enters the barbershop. Sweeney closes the door behind him, flipping the sign from open to closed.
I bet you give a good buzz cut, Baldy.
Better than you think.
Picking up a bottle of powder, William brings it to his nose. He inhales sharply as the scent tickles his nostrils.
Careful with that.
William turns the bottle of powder over. It spills out onto the floor, forming a mound by his feet. Tossing the empty bottle, William kicks the pile of powder as it fills the air.
Is this going to take much longer?
That depends
On what exactly?
on what you did with my boy Glenn.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You see, it was my understanding that once he was done with his 3 months, we were square.
And what on earth?
You gave him your word.
That
You gave him your word. Does a man's word not mean anything anymore?
I would say it depends on the man.
You're one of the good ones. Or so I thought.
Oh, not everything is as it seems.
William knocks a few items off of Sweeney's shelf. A barber's knife slides across the floor, stopping right by Sweeney's feet. As William turns around, Sweeney swipes the knife from the ground. He rises to his feet and holds the weapon tightly behind his back.
We could do this all day, Sweeney. Ultimately, that's up to you.
Sweeney begins taking a few steps, encroaching on William. He flips the knife, revealing a sharp, shiny blade.
I'm not one to sit around and play games. So what do you say?
Turning around, William's throat is met with the piercing blade of Sweeney's knife. He wraps two hands firmly around his neck as blood leaks from the space between his fingers. William reaches out for an object, but ends up knocking over a whole row of items. A lone can of shaving cream rolls over and stops right beside William's head. Sweeney bends over and picks up the can. He examines it for a moment, then kneels down and shoves the entire can into William's mouth. William's arms fall limp by his side. His head rolls over, but the can remains firmly inserted into his mouth. Sweeney grabs William by the arms and drags him across the floor. A smear of blood trails over the ground as Sweeney pulls the body into another room. Police station, office, night. Officer Fido sits back in his chair with his eyes closed.
Excuse me.
Leaning forward, Officer Fido rises from his chair.
Why do you look familiar?
I'm Kayla. I was working at.
The store. The cashier, of course. What brings you in here?
Kayla hands Officer Fido his own business card. Officer Fido lifts an eyebrow.
That woman. The second you left, she gave me this card.
Officer Fido sits back down at his desk. He eyes the business card in his hand, rotating it a couple of times.
I just thought you'd want to know the truth.
I appreciate it, kid.
did she do anyways?
Huh?
The woman. The one you were questioning.
I'm sorry, but that's official police business.
Of course. I understand.
Officer Fido rolls his eyes. He removes a manila folder from his desk and tosses it on top.
I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but I think that woman's up to no good.
What makes you say that?
This is a report submitted by someone that I trust deeply.
Well, what does it say?
Some very unkind words. She might make a mean pie, but she is a very questionable woman.
Weird. She just seems so homely.
Yeah, don't let her appearance fool you. I suspect that she's up to no good. I'm just trying to find the why.
Well, what if I could help?
I'm sorry, kid. I don't think getting you involved is a good idea.
Oh, come on. Don't be ridiculous.
No, ridiculous would be endangering the life of an innocent person. Look, trust me, this isn't something that you want to get mixed up into. Look, kid, I already told you.
I won't take no for an answer.
I'm just going to go to her house, and whenever I get there,
You think she'll answer the door if she sees you standing there? Seriously?
shut the door, please. Are you this reserved at your home, too?
You have no idea.
Oh, I think I do. Look, take a seat, stay a while.
Matilda's house, kitchen. Sweeney looks out the window into the empty street. Matilda removes a couple of pies from the oven.
You know, if you keep killing so many people, there won't be anybody left to buy my pies.
I'm almost done. Only one more, and then justice will be served.
Matilda looks at Sweeney. She takes a seat at the table and pats the top of it.
Why don't you sit down?
Why?
Because you're making me nervous.
Sweeney takes a seat. He scratches the table with his index finger.
Careful, you'll get a splinter.
Oh, what do you care?
Seriously? Are we about to have this conversation? You don't think I care? After everything we've been through?
I'm sorry, I'm just not myself lately.
Well, get comfortable. We're about to see if William tastes as good as he looks.
Matilda cuts into the fresh pie. Steam rises as the smell wafts into Sweeney's nose. He smiles as he closes his eyes.
Pleasant, isn't it?
There's a reason that everyone loves your cooking.
Placing a piece of pie onto a small plate, Matilda serves it to Sweeney. He grabs the piece with his bare hands and begins feasting.
Hey, ever hear of a fork?
Sweeney ignores her comment. He continues shoveling pie into his mouth until the piece is completely gone. Sitting back, Sweeney adjusts his belt by one notch.
Mm-hmm. Just keep eating like that. See where you wind up.
It's hard to help myself when the baking is top notch.
Reaching into his pocket, Sweeney pulls out a small notepad and pen. He begins to jot down a few words.
What you writing over there?
Something important.
Leaning over, Matilda tries to catch a glance. Sweeney pulls the notepad his way.
What is this, middle school?
Fine. I'm trying to figure out how to finish this.
Well, it shouldn't be that hard. There's only one left, right?
I mean, that's right, but I have a feeling that this isn't going to be easy.
So you've done this before?
I mean, I've done it twice if you're really keeping count.
I'm sorry if I...
No, you're good. I just need to take a walk.
I understand.
Without another word, Sweeney leaves. Matilda takes a deep breath, then begins cleaning up. Fleet Street, night. Sweeney walks down the street at a snail's pace. He gazes into the windows of other small businesses around him. When he reaches his barber shop, Sweeney stops and stares. He catches his own reflection and smiles. A younger girl, Veronica, appears in the reflected glass. She grabs Sweeney's hand. Sweeney begins to tear up as he looks down at the little girl.
I love you, Daddy.
I love you.
Kneeling down beside her, Sweeney brushes a stray hair dangling before her eyes. He swipes his thumb across Veronica's soft, innocent face.
I love you so much. And I will make them pay.
Veronica squeezes a ratty stuffed animal between her arm and side.
God, I wish they would have taken me.
Don't say that. The world needs you. I need you.
Sweeney hugs Veronica as tears race down his face. Collecting himself, Sweeney swats away the watery mess that plagues his face.
Daddy won't rest until they pay for what they did.
I'll be waiting for you.
Sweeney closes his eyes. When he opens them, Veronica is nowhere to be found. Collecting himself, Sweeney removes a key from his pocket. He inserts the key into a lock on the door, turning it as he enters the barber shop. Sweeney begins to collect various items around the shop. He pockets a foldable razor blade, as well as a couple of pairs of scissors. He grabs a barber cape and throws it on over his clothes and takes off into the night. Alleyway, night. A vagrant stumbles through a quiet alleyway. Drunkenly, he bounces from wall to wall like a pinball. Just as he regains his balance, the vagrant looks ahead to see the silhouette of Sweeney standing at the other end of the alley.
Who's there?
Sweeney remains still.
Is that you, Jimmy? You owe me $6, you prick.
Methodically, Sweeney starts to work his way towards the vagrant, who stumbles backwards.
All right, fine. You can pay me later.
Revealing a razor blade, Sweeney scrapes the brick wall beside him as he advances towards the vagrant.
Listen, buddy. I don't want any trouble.
Still shrouded in darkness, Sweeney stands a few feet before the vagrant. With one swift movement, Sweeney's arm emerges from the darkness. The tip of the blade catches the vagrant's throat. An arterial spray of blood coats the rugged brick wall. Blood drips down the bricks as the vagrant clenches both hands around his throat. After a few moments, the vagrant stumbles and falls into a pile of trash cans. Sweeney grabs him by the feet and begins dragging him down the quiet alleyway. Matilda's house, kitchen, night. Matilda paces back and forth. Sweeney smiles as blood coats his crinkled face.
What the hell, Sweeney? I thought we had an agreement.
I don't know what came over me. I mean, honestly, one minute I'm talking to Veronica, and then the next.
Really?
I swear, it was like she was right there in my arms.
You know none of this is going to bring her back, right?
I know.
Looking to the floor, Matilda kicks the lifeless body of the vagrant.
I mean, we don't even know if he's going to taste good.
3 knocks come from the front door. Sweeney springs to his feet. He grabs the vagrant by the shoes and drags him away.
Put him behind the couch.
Sweeney drags the vagrant's corpse until it's behind the couch and out of sight. He crouches behind the couch until he's completely out of sight. Matilda brushes the crumbs off of her shirt and adjusts herself. As she answers the door, she sports a pleasant smile.
Hello, miss.
It's you.
Perplexed, Matilda leans against the frame of the doorway.
How did you know?
Kayla hands Matilda a business card that reads, Mrs. Lovett's Homemade Pies.
I found one of these at the shop, so I thought I'd come by.
Right, of course.
I was wondering if I could come in for a moment.
Matilda looks over at the couch, then back to Kayla. As Kayla begins to lean in, Matilda takes a step forward.
I'm so sorry, but now is not a good time.
Oh, sorry. Of course. Is there anything I can help with?
Actually, this is something I'm gonna have to deal with on my own.
Kayla looks back, then turns her attention to Matilda.
You looking for someone?
Huh?
I saw you looking over your shoulder. That's no way to live life.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you got to be careful.
You know, pretty young girl walking the streets by yourself. I can't really blame you.
Between you and I heard there's a killer going around town.
No way. Is that so?
Sure is. I heard this from a close friend.
Well, you know, unless you heard it from the police, you can't really take everything that's true.
A few moments of silence pass before Matilda speaks.
Is there anything I could do for you?
Actually, yes. I sure would love one of those meat pies of yours.
Oh, I could make that happen. You're gonna have to come back this afternoon to get it, though.
That won't be a problem.
Matilda looks Kayla up and down.
You're not alone, are you?
What do you mean?
Come on, kid. I'm not stupid.
Officer Fido pushes past Kayla. He holds his identification high and proud.
We have reason to believe that you may be harboring a possible fugitive.
Officer Fido hears a crash and shifts his focus to a window in the kitchen, which has been smashed into pieces. Officer Fido rounds the property and tackles Sweeney to the ground.
Get the fuck off me.
Stop moving.
With ease, Officer Fido slaps a set of handcuffs onto Sweeney. He pulls Sweeney to his feet and begins walking him to an arriving police cruiser.
Hey, get your hands off of him!
Officer Fido opens the back door to the cruiser. Reluctantly, Sweeney bows his head as he climbs into the back of the vehicle.
Yeah, watch your bald head there.
Oh, fuck off, Fido.
Once Sweeney is inside, Officer Fido slams the door shut. He leans into an officer's ear and whispers something inaudible. The officer nods and climbs into the passenger seat. The lights fire up, and the police cruiser takes off down the road and out of sight. Officer Fido looks at Matilda, who stands in the doorway with her arms crossed.
He didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, we'll see about that. I have a feeling that we'll be seeing you very soon as well, Miss Lovett.
Matilda clenches her robe as Officer Fido hops into a police cruiser. Looking to Kayla, Matilda shakes her head.
I take it you don't want that pie anymore.
Sorry.
You're not sorry. Why couldn't you just leave us alone?
Kayla shrugs. Matilda heads back into her home. Kayla smirks and begins walking away. Once she's taken a few steps, Miss Lovett reappears with a fresh pie.
Here, this one's on the house.
Matilda launches a hot pie into the air and nails Kayla directly in the face.
Oh.
Kayla drops to her knees and screams as she starts pulling pieces of the broken pie from her face. Flesh begins to slide off of Kayla's face into a disgustingly drippy mess. In agonizing pain, Kayla continues to pull at her face until there's nothing left. Lifeless, Kayla hits the ground. She falls directly into the melted puddle of flesh and blood.
Well, fuck.
Police station, interrogation room, night. Sweeney sits in a cold steel chair, still bound with handcuffs. Officer Fido enters. He throws a manila folder down onto the table.
Sweeney Todd. So funny to see you here.
Sweeney remains silent. Officer Fido sits directly across from him. He flips the folder open and spreads the papers across the table. Images of brutalized individuals litter the tabletop. Sweeney turns away from the photos.
What's the matter? Can't handle your own handiwork? Okay, I get it. Strong, silent type.
I'm not saying another word until my attorney shows up.
About that.
Sweeney leans in as Officer Fido stands up. He begins walking from wall to wall.
We tried to get a hold of your attorney, but there was no one there.
So, what happens next?
Yeah, it's funny you should ask.
The door creaks open. A well-dressed gentleman with a full beard and thin glasses walks in. He holds a brown leather briefcase in his hand. Dylan Littmeyer puts a hand out Sweeney's way.
Dylan Littmeyer. My apologies.
Dylan sits across from Sweeney. He pops open his briefcase, then turns to Officer Fido.
Little privacy, please. Thank
Officer
you.
Fido rolls his eyes and steps outside. He shuts the door behind him, leaving it propped open about an inch.
Guess you're not cutting hair anytime soon, huh? Wow, tough crowd.
Dylan rifles through the contents of his briefcase. He pulls out a few documents and sets them onto the table.
Okay. So it sounds to me like you're pretty fucked. Hope you like prison food. Yummy ham sandwiches, huh? Oh, relax, guy. I'm just fucking with you.
Are you gonna get me off, or
Get you off, huh? Whoa. Please take me out to dinner first. I'm an old-fashioned guy. Listen, I've looked at your case. If I'm being honest, I only see one way out of this.
and what is that?
Plead insanity. Look, I can't guarantee it's going to work. It's probably our best shot, though. I'm sorry. Look, Matilda told me this was going to be so much easier.
Matilda?
Yeah. What? She didn't tell you?
Dylan gets up from his chair. He removes a small set of keys from his pocket.
Tell me
All
what?
right. Hands up.
How did you even get this key?
Quick hands. That's what they used to call me back in the day.
I'm sure they did.
Nope. No, they did not. Relax. You're not out of here just yet.
Dylan walks over to the door, then turns back to Sweeney.
I'm going to create a distraction. After that, you're on your own. Do I make myself clear? Look, I don't know if you're much of an athlete, but you better have your running shoes on, dude.
Dylan reaches out for Sweeney's hand. Sweeney leans in and shakes it.
Best of luck to you.
Dylan looks around, then yanks the fire alarm on the wall. Taking off down the hallway, Officer Fido spots Dylan and begins chasing him. A loud alarm blares and fills the silence of the hallway. Sweeney pokes his head out of the room, then runs in the opposite direction. Police station parking lot. Sweeney looks around, then a car horn catches his attention. Matilda leans forward and waves Sweeney over.
Get in!
Without a second thought, Sweeney dashes over to the car. He tosses the passenger door open and hops inside. The car takes off away from the station.
So I see you met my cousin.
And you never told me that your cousin is a lawyer.
Oh, he's not.
Huh?
Dylan just knows his way how to bullshit into any situation. He's a real people pleaser.
But how did he...
I'm going to be completely honest with you. I have no idea.
I guess I'm better off not knowing.
Exactly. So I killed someone.
You?
Mm-hmm. That little bitch from the grocery store. I went to throw a pie at her, and she turned around, and yeah, her face, it just melted off.
Oh. That sounds gross.
She was such a mess that my only option was to leave. So now it's you and me on the run.
I can't run forever.
Matilda grips around the steering wheel tightens. Her knuckles shift to a pale white as she begins accelerating.
Pull over.
Matilda ignores Sweeney. The car begins to pick up more and more speed.
Matilda?
Still, Matilda races down the road. Finally, Sweeney reaches over and squeezes Matilda's thigh. The car comes to a screeching halt. Matilda looks at Sweeney with concern.
What the hell?
I can't have you doing this. Not for me.
This is no longer just you. This is us. Don't you get it?
I know.
I'm sorry. I'm not
Sweeney grabs Matilda by the back of her head. He pulls her close as they engage in another kiss. After pulling away, Sweeney bows his head. Matilda grabs his chin, lifting his head as she gazes into his eyes.
You are a good man, Sweeney Todd. This world just chews up good men and spits them out.
Matilda leans over and pops her glove compartment open. She removes a small, flat, square box and hands it to Sweeney. Without a word, Sweeney pops the box open. A spotless, stainless steel razor lays comfortably folded within the container. Sweeney removes it and observes the blade with a sick fascination.
You know, you might not get back what they took, but you can take whatever they have left.
Before we go, I've got one last thing to take care of.
Garth's house, living room. Garth sits alone in an oversized chair. His head is thrown back with his mouth agape. The door behind Garth begins to creak open. Sweeney steps inside, shutting the door quietly behind him. Step by step, Sweeney creeps his way towards Garth. Once Sweeney stands directly over him, Garth opens his eyes. Sweeney places his palm across Garth's mouth. He uses his other hand to bring the brand new blade to Garth's throat.
Just cooperate, and maybe I'll let you live. Got it? I'm going to pull my hand away now. If you make a sound, then this blade in your throat are going to be great friends. Understand?
Listen, man.
May I have a seat? Not a bad chair you have. Certainly better than it looks. Now, I'm sure you're wondering why I'm here.
Listen, man,
I'm so sorry. I don't remember telling you to speak. I appreciate it. Now, as I was saying, I'm here to make things right. But I don't think I need to tell you that. You see, I've always wondered how someone like you could live with yourself, especially after what you did. Okay. Your turn.
Listen, man, I don't know who you are
Oh.
or what you want.
Garth. Now is not the time to play games with me. Trust me on that one.
Hey, I am serious, man. I don't know who in the bald-headed fuck you are.
I want you to look at her. Look at her face and tell me you don't know her. You take a good, long, hard look at this girl. You took everything from me. She was my world.
Yeah, you know what? I deserve this.
And you... Excuse me?
I mean, yeah, man, you're that poor girl. I think about her every day, and she didn't do anything wrong. And by the time it happened, there was nothing I could do.
Sweeney twirls the blade in his hand. His eyes fixate on Garth.
You know, I mean, there isn't a day, not one single fucking day, that goes by that I don't think about that girl. You know, I mean, and what I did to her. Oh my God. So yeah, I deserve this. Death has found me, and I'm fucking ready. I mean, I've tried to drown my sorrows. I mean, who wouldn't? I've tried to drink this away, tried to drug it away. But and the past always comes back on you, doesn't it? There's no escaping it. Nothing that I've done can fix what I did. So yeah, I deserve this. And most importantly, I took her away from you. Like, what kind of a man would do that? She was obviously, she was what mattered most to you. And I think that if I could bring her back, I would. If I could switch places with her. If I would be dead and she was alive, I would do that in a heartbeat. Not even a question. So I just want you to know that I think about her as much, if not more, than you do.
You have no idea how long I've waited for this moment.
You know what? I've got a pretty good idea how long you've waited for this moment, and I'm sorry.
It's
I'm sorry.
fucking late for that.
As Sweeney walks towards Garth, he raises the blade into the air. Garth closes his eyes as, upon opening his eyes, Garth sees the blade inserted into the arm of his chair. With great force, Sweeney removes the blade.
What are you doing?
I forgive you.
What?
It's not what I want. It's what I need to do.
Oh,
If not for you, then for myself.
no, wait a second. This isn't how this was supposed to go. You were supposed to kill me.
You're right.
Okay?
You're absolutely right. You should be fucking dead. And I should be happy. But even if I kill you, that won't bring Veronica back.
Yeah, well, what if I can't live with this anymore?
You think I really give a fuck how you choose to carry on? That one's between you and God, and you leave me the fuck out of it.
Without another word, Sweeney leaves Garth home. The front door remains wide open as Sweeney gets back into the passenger seat of the car. Stunned, Garth remains seated in his chair. He tries to collect his breath and calm himself. Sweeney turns to Matilda and kisses her.
Well, did you do it?
I did the right thing.
Sweeney hands the blade to Matilda, who examines it.
Are you sure you're ready for this? We don't know what tomorrow holds.
What makes that any different from today?
As Sweeney smiles, Matilda drives off into the night. Police station parking lot. Police rush back and forth. Sirens flash and wail in the wind. Officer Fido stares out into the dark night sky. Officer Templeton approaches with a small card in his hand.
Fido!
Turning around, Officer Fido intercepts the small card. He squints to read the card, then laughs to himself. Officer Fido drops the card to the ground and walks back into the station. The card reads, Mrs. Lovett's homemade pies.
Sir, what should we do?
Those two are long gone by now. Not my problem anymore.
Officer Fido laughs to himself as he proceeds into the police station. Two big, heavy doors close with an audible thud behind him. The end.
That was Sweeney Todd.
That was Sweeney Todd.
Indeed.
Proud of you guys. Very, very excited to see all of you tonight and your performances. It was great. Anybody? I think Derrick, you should say something because this was for you. You know, I think you should say something. Maybe.
Well, I'm ecstatic about how this all came out. I think everybody did fantastic. I'm grateful for Tyler for writing it, for KSG to let me even be able to do this, for Kings of Horror to have this on their channel, for all of you to help this vision come together. None of this could happen without every single one of your involvement, and I'm extremely humbled and grateful for being able to do this role and to have all of you along on this journey with me. So I thank all of you the most out of all this. And for everybody
Aren't they great?
watching.
Yeah, and for everybody that's watching too. Yeah, Tyler, Aucoin, did you want to say something?
Pretty much just echo what Derrick said. And Derrick, thank you so much for your kind words, dude. You absolutely killed it as Sweeney, my friend. You're just so electric. You really commit to every role that you do, and it's so apparent. And everybody else did such a fantastic job as well. I spent a lot of time by myself writing this, and so seeing this all play out, I'm just giddy with excitement behind the camera for about 50 minutes. I'm just laughing to myself and clapping. So really, thank you all from the bottom of my heart. This has been amazing, and thank you for believing in me, and thank you, Kenny, very much.
It's always an honor to adapt one of your scripts. It really is, always. And the fun of these for me is the fact it is live. So all the technical stuff that happens, all the mistakes that we make, it's fun. It's fun, and it's just a chance for you to stop worrying about everything that's going on in the world for usually 2 hours, because these are like forever long normally. And Tyler was gracious enough to write us one that was not like 2.5 hours. But it's a chance for you to just stop worrying about everything that's going on in the world for just a little bit and just escape and have some fun and laugh at the technical stuff that happens and laugh at the mistakes that we make, but enjoy the performances that are there, enjoy the work that is being put into the project. And honestly, yeah, I can't thank all of you guys enough. I'm really, really honored and psyched that we had, Tyler script, and we had Danny Hit and Derrick, Betsy, Mike, Miss Melanie could not make it tonight, unfortunately. But we also had Jacob West and Ethan Rogers and Tylor Carroll, and who else am I missing here? I know I'm missing somebody there.
It's
CJ?
Kayla.
Tasha, Kayla. Okay, I couldn't see everybody on my screen there. So CJ, like honestly, Mike. Did I say Mike? If not, Mike twice. If I did, if I didn't, but and also to the 6-year-old little girl
I
was
was
my
gonna say,
daughter, Delilah Rue.
She did a
Yeah,
great job.
that was
What?
Very
cute.
That threw
That
me
was her
for a
first
loop.
acting role.
I was
That
not.
was
well did.
was
Mine too.
her first acting role ever. She asked me after she did it. She said, "Now can I do a movie?" I said, "Yeah, okay, you can do it." All
That was
right,
her audition.
I
Huh?
will. Yeah, pretty much. Ethan just said he had to go. He had to dip out. He got some sleepy kiddos. Um, yeah, we'll end it there. Thank you, Shelby and Patrick, if he's listening, or
Yeah, thank you, Shelby.
and